Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where we have taken the foothold here into Mirkwood, and now it's time for us to do something with that. Hello there, Alfrimbus.
The Golden Host is ready now to begin the passage into Mirkwood.
It was not easy, Pine Sea, but we have made the crossing and expelled the orcs from their fort atop Amon Angend. The Golden Host is now ready to begin the passage into Mirkwood. I hope that we are not wrong about this. A great deal is at stake. Okay?
We have made the landing, but now the second party must cross.
Now you must return into Imlanlath and tell Bryglen that we have seized our first foothold in across the river. It is time for the second party to cross, for it is they who will hold the stealthy undertaking of bringing Mazog of Dodogudor to trade for the dwarf prisoners. The launch officer, Kalingold, near the boats, will ferry you back to Lothlorien. I will see to the rest of the preparations necessary for Echasyrian to serve as the camp for our first excursions into Mirkwood. Very well. Let us now head back and speak to Bryglen. It is certainly much sunnier on this side of the river. But things get much more sinister when you cross it. Well, let's see what Bryglen has to say.
The first crossing was a success then. Good, good.
That means that it's now time for the second, smaller company to cross Anduin. I will bring you to meet them. After all, you will be assisting these elves with the transport of Mazog to Dol Guldur, and the way will be fraught with danger. Let me know when you're ready, and I will introduce you to them. Well, no time like the present. I am ready to meet the Golden Host. Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel have determined that the elves of Lothlorien must stand allied with the dwarves of Moria, as long ago they once did. They have selected a number of elves to oversee the passage of Mazog through Mirkwood to Dol Guldur, where the orc will be exchanged for the prisoners held by the enemy at the fortress. I will bring you to these elves, the Hidden Guard, as they make their preparation. All right? This way, Pine Sea. I will introduce you to the Hidden Guard. Over on this way. The Hidden Guard is composed of 5 elves, chosen for their skill in various disciplines. You too will be a member of the Hidden Guard. I know that your help will be invaluable. Allow me to introduce Radir, Siglith, and Akhardor, 3 members of the Hidden Guard. Alright, we'll begin with Akhardor. My brother Fangris was slain by orcs that came down from the mountains following the company that sought refuge in the Golden War recently. I desire to end Mazog's life myself. It pains me to know that we must turn him over to his allies, and I have argued long against it already. I petitioned Lord Celeborn to let me accompany the group transporting the prisoners, but he denied my request. Only once the Lady Galadriel spoke to him did he change his mind. I don't know what she said, but I am grateful to her for it. Now I will keep a close eye upon Mazog for the duration of this journey, and if he gives me the slightest reason, I will make my vengeance upon him. Oh boy. That doesn't sound like it's going to end well. Now, how about Siglith, who seems to be nice and armed already? I am Siglith, Pine Sea, and I know already of your deeds. You're welcome to accompany us on this errand, though I have my doubts of its wisdom. It is a sorrow that the dwarves have lost their own in the cages of the enemy, but that is the way of war. Returning Mazog to his allies seems indefensible to me. If Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel see value in it, it is not the place of Siglith to question. And finally, we have Radir. I can bring us by secret paths to Dol Guldur, if any elf can. I did it once, long ago. It's a pleasure to meet you, Piney. I know that you will be a great asset to us in this errand. If we are to bring the orc leader to Dol Guldur, with the hope that we can exchange his freedom for that of the dwarf prisoners, we must do so in secret. Our numbers are not so great that we can resist a determined effort to take him from us before reaching the fortress. Very well. So that is 3 of the 5. What about the other 2? The elves of the Hingard were chosen for their varied expertise in a number of areas. Siglith for her skill in melee combat, and Radir for his expert tracking ability. Were it my decision, I might have let Ahardor join the main forces of the Maladrim rather than the Hidden Guard, given the recent tragedy of his brother's death. But I am sure that Lady Galadriel had her own reasons for speaking on his behalf, and believes that he will be an important part of the Hidden Guard. I will bring you to the rest of the company, to the remaining 2. Come with me. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Isuriel has offered the strategic oversight of the Golden Wood, and I don't know why exactly, but I believe that she thought that others might be better suited for the leadership. Alright. And if he said anything about the other person, I missed it as he ran off. This is Kucharon. Alright, let's start with Isuriel. Hello again. Megavan and Piney, it's good to see you again, and I welcome you to the ranks of the Hidden Guard. The knives of Siglith, the bow of Kuchron, and the path knowledge of Radir, and the strong will of Hardor will see this mission through. And the friendship between Moria and Lothorian will be stronger for it. Let the enemy quake when he learns of the approach of the Golden Host, and he will think nothing of the Hidden Guard until we be at the gates of Dol Guldur and demand the prisoners kept there in exchange for the life of Mazog. All we have to do is deal with an entire fortress full of enemy as we attempt this exchange. What could possibly go wrong? Well, what do you say about this, Kuchron? Welcome, Piney. We are the Hidden Guard, formed by order of the Lord and Lady, and it is our mission to bring Mazog to the gates of Dol Guldur, there to trade his life for those of the prisoners held in the fortress. Secrecy is our watchword, and surprise our ally. Isuriel has told me already of your great deeds. I know that you will be a vital member of the Hidden Guard on this journey. Very well. And here we are. It will be my pleasure to guide the Hidden Guard across the river on this, the first steps on their journey. May it end in victory, because absolutely nothing could possibly go wrong. What do you say, Radir? We have made the crossing, Piney. The dwarves should be just ahead with their captive. Let us greet them and discuss the plans for our journey. All right, let's hope the door. This way, the dwarves should be just ahead. Let's hope that the prisoner is with them, or maybe not. I hope that Broin and the dwarves understand the importance of this errand's secrecy. The dwarves of the Iron Garrison are not known for their subtlety. Well, yeah, that is true. The dwarves of the captive are just ahead, and I fear that they've been waiting for a while. Hail, dwarves of the Iron Garrison! I am Radir of Lorien. You already know my ally, Piney, a mariner of great worth and bravery. We do? I am Broin, son of Broger, and these are the brothers Greyhammer. We go to Dogaldor to trade the Orc Mazak for the freedom of my cousin Bori. And I understand that you know the paths to this unpleasant forest. I know the ways of Mirkwood, for I trod them long ago, to the very foundations of Dol Guldur. The elves of my company, the Hingard, will bring Mazak there by these paths. You will not make your little league, the orcs of Mirkwood, to descend upon you! Ah, Latu, Goswoosh, Bagul! Ah, be silent. He's frightened, though it not be from us. Think you so, Cyril? It is the strength of the dwarves that frightens him. Surely it is. Ha ha ha! No, Broin. Mazak is frightened of being brought to Dol Guldur. But why? Are his allies not there? What could cause him to fear that place? That makes me all the more eager to bring him there. Ha ha! Let him quake upon the road. I'm here, Pinesea. At last we are underway. If you have faith in these elves, this hidden guard, then I will as well. May our journey through Mirkwood be swift, and our return trip to be swifter, when Bori and the other captives hail and hearty. Yes. Let us go. The hidden guard has successfully crossed.
For good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark upon this journey.
It is now begun, Pinesea. For good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark on the journey. May both aims of the Maladrim see victory in the end. The rescue of the prisoners held by the enemy in Dol Guldur, and the delay of an attack out of Mirkwood upon Lothlorien. We will do all that we can to see both of these done. Very good.
The success of the Hidden God's errand will depend, I think, upon secrecy.
We must ensure that the orcs of Mirkwood do not learn of Mazak's presence beneath the eaves, or they will surely launch an attack upon such numbers that we cannot repel them. To the southeast are 2 forts from which the orcs of Mirkwood maintain a watch over this part of the forest. Search any coffers that you find at Malzun Uller and Azur's Malflung for orc communications, and defeat any of the Targlash that you find in the Mirkeeves as you do. If you can return to me with any plans or messages that mention Mazak, we can determine how to proceed. If they are aware that we have brought him out of Moria, we may have need to act quickly if we're to survive. Alright, so find a coffer and Mathu Uller or Azur's Malafung that contains information, and of course, defeat Tarkash orcs or goblins. Will do. Once again, sending out on errands. I guess that's my role in this company. I suppose I should take a few side quests before I head out.
Will you lend me your ear?
Pinesea, it's good to see that you have come. Our forces swept through the area like a storm, but we are unable to signal our kindred in Lothlorien that all is well. If you would, I have a task for you. Take this banner to Falog, the ruins of the Orc Tower overlooking the Anduin to the south of here, and brace it with stones. Surely you will find a suitable pile of stones over there. When our banner fires, our kindred will see, and you will return to me. Right, okay, fine. Well, I don't know, I would have thought that my coming over and bringing over the hidden guard was enough to say that all went well, but alright. What does Falakson say?
Stay a moment.
We took the orcs by surprise when we landed, and quickly routed them into the forest. However, We believe that they may either have another camp nearby or are preparing a retaliatory assault, for we have recently seen goblin scouts on occasion. We have dispatched our own patrols to find their camp, but have thus far been unsuccessful. If you would, scour the murkies for these elusive scouts. Perhaps they may carry some clues as to the camp's whereabouts. They have mastery of stealth, so you be difficult to find them. Also, you should speak to Tethfel and Farniel here in Echasirion. They may have other tasks for you. Alright, so I need to collect tokens of Dol Guldur from Goblin Scouts. Fine. Oh, no, I've already got that quest. Already got that one. What are the others upstairs? Onto this semi-hill, this hillet, or whatever I decided to call it earlier. Well, how about Faroniel?
Might you spare a moment of your time?
If you have a moment, Pine Sea, I will speak to you. Our forces landed recently upon the shores and drove off the orcs after a mighty battle. However, many dark creatures have been seen lurking around under the shores. Many wargs and Kriban roam the murkies, undoubtedly spying for the enemy at Dol Guldur. The eyes of Dol Guldur must be blinded to our movements. If you would purge the Krabine and wargs from the shores, I would be most grateful. Be wary upon this task, for goblin scouts also roam the beaches, and they may ambush you. Well, I'll keep an eye out for the goblin scouts, especially considering that I need to collect tokens from them. And I think that takes care of everything, right? Because, yeah, Tophanel is the one who told me to do that. So I think we can head off, right? Apparently the Warwick Scouts aren't going to make it easy for me to get to Fallock. So, yes, they are right. These Krabine and these wargs are all over the place. But I am not going to let them get away with this. I'm not going to let them delay my mission. Nothing will stop me. Nothing will slow me down. I will go straight there at... Oh, Helix. I will go straight there undistracted and take care of the enemy. There's Fallock. It doesn't seem to be as well protected as it was the last time I was here. There you go. Now let's see who's inside. Boars? The orcs had been away long enough that the boars decided it was time to settle in here? Well, whoopsie-daisy. Ooh. Does this box have anything useful in it? Well, nothing that mentions Mazog. Let's go and plant the flag. Be quiet. Hey, Lavlorian! Oh, a nice golden wood on the other side. Ah, there you go. Now, let's go and check those bridges, because I suspect I'm being asked to cross those bridges. But last time I was there... Oh, it looks like somebody repaired it. Was it the orcs that repaired it, or were it the elves that repaired them? I have no idea. But... it's semi-safe to cross. Obviously... it must have been the orcs. I can't see the elves doing that sloppy of a job, even in a hasty situation. We are in a hurry. We must go. Yes, we will distract the enemy, and it will only take us 100 years. Oh, hold on. Oops. Okay. Well, okay. I wasn't expecting... Hey! We don't need two at a time there. Oh. Whew. Alright. That was... Oh, of course, I set my quest tracker to go to Fallock, so I think I should remove that. And continue on my way. This, I believe, is one of the camps where I need to visit in order to find the information about Mazog. There you go. Azure's Mala whatever. There you go. Oh yeah, I should... I'm seeing arrows coming from all over the place, and I don't think they're friendly arrows. Where are you? Oh, there you are! There you go. Join your friends. Now, where were we? Oh yes, I was looking for a box that maybe has some information. Information. Ooh. Yeah. Hey, he looks like a leader type. Maybe he'll know what's... Oh. Well, there's a box right there. Completed. Orc and Uruk's already? New deed. Orc and Uruk Slayer advanced. Wait. I just got here. I find a letter addressed to Mazog. Okay. Well, this is probably not the best place to go around reading personal letters, but I can do so when I get to Elf Camp. So what else do I need to do? Oh, I need to find more Darkwing spies. There you go. I didn't want to leave you out here alone and lonely. Alright, what do I need now? Well, of course, do need to still find the Goblin Scouts. They're hidden around here somewhere, but I better not spend too much time looking for them. Instead, really, I would just have left you alive if you didn't bring your attention to me. And we need to go to... Oh yes, I need one more Darkwing Spy and 2 more Warg Scouts. Surely there are some around. Ah! Darkwing Spy! Hello! Really? Okay. 1, 2... Oh! Here's a Warg. One of each left. I think I must have miscounted the last time I gave her a progress report. Oh well. Ah! I see black wings flapping. And that means the last Darkwing Spy. And that means I can return over to the camp, which is where you'll find me in the next episode of River and Sea.